Welcome back, it's Bogey. Enjoy the video. First, you'll see some best highlights from the match, and then we'll jump into the full game with live commentary. I want to give a quick shout out and a thank you to those who left encouraging comments on my last commentated video. Your support meant a lot and gave me the motivation to keep creating content like this. In this match, I racked up 17 KOs and over 122,000 damage while solo carrying my team. So grab a snack, sit back, and let's jump right into it. I thought I would start the video once I hit level 7, so you're dropped right into the most exciting part of the game. From here, things really start to snowball in our favor. Stealing farm is one of the most important tactics to deny them experience. By being level 7, I had the extra damage I needed to KO the Machoke under their tier 1 goal zone. With the help of my team, I was able to then finish off the Sliggoo with a boosted auto attack, followed by a clean KO of the opposing team's Kirlia. I was able to pick up a 3 KO streak. Now that we wiped 3 players off the map, I prioritize leveling up through farming and scoring. Leaving the tier 1 goal zone close to breaking is one of the best ways to set up your team for a potential overcap. Unfortunately, my team didn't catch on to the idea. Oh well. At this point, we're walking around the map like we own the map. We're the big dogs now. Imagine you're in Machoke's situation here. You're running around the map desperately trying to farm levels, and suddenly you run into 3 people. You're forced to use your eject just to escape. At this point, this guy's running for his life, dude. Now that Machoke's out of the picture, now I've got the opposing Gardevoir right behind me trying to shut me down. I went to go score quickly, and even if she pushed me, I had my Unite move ready as a backup if things went wrong. Here's a tip for those who don't know. Every time you score, your Unite move gauge goes up, getting you closer to having it ready again. Once I used my Unite move on Gardevoir, I started my gauge at 0% and now I'm basically at 96%. Now I have time to steal the blue buff and I'm going to rotate top with my team to defend. As I was rewatching my gameplay, I asked myself, why did I try to score here? I don't even understand my logic here. Making one mistake in early game and being a little bit careless can lead to your first tier goal zone being destroyed. I had no choice but to retreat and head bottom to defend. I was being very patient here, waiting for intel on where the opposing team was on the map so that I could see if I was safe enough to go for my last hits and potentially steal the objective. I was able to get a really valuable Unite move here and trigger my energy amplifier held item, giving me enough damage to KO these 2 Pokemon. I was able to help secure Regirock, which boosted our team's defense and special defense. With that advantage, we were able to apply enough pressure to pick up 3 KOs and force the opposing team to back off. Now that we have the lead, I can safely steal both buffs and continue rotating back to our side of the map while farming my levels. Unfortunately, when playing Gardevoir, there will be times where you will miss your Unite move just like I did here, but my energy amplifier helped me deal enough damage with my attacks to KO 2 opponents. I'm already at level 14, so farming isn't really necessary anymore, but I knew my team would eventually need help defending, and I have enough damage output to deal with anyone who gets in my way. Having an eject button ready to use also helps a lot too when you're just roaming around the map. My team was doing an amazing job defending and giving me time to come back. We were able to KO the Gudra, steal bottom Regieleki, and make one final push into the enemy territory. My KO on this Raichu was crucial for the endgame, turning it into a 4v5 in our favor.
The final stretch.
I wanted to slow down this clip a bit to show this insane 1v2 play I pulled off here. I was able to 1v2 an Empoleon and Gudra, KOing the Gudra with my Side Shocks and Unite move. I also set up a situation where even if I miss my Psychic on the Empoleon, I could still finish it off with a boosted auto attack that tracks its movement wherever it goes. Unfortunately, with Gardevoir, I'm still very susceptible to getting punished while trying to 1v2 fights. With those 2 KOs, I was able to put my team in a strong advantage, opening up the opportunity for my teammate Azumarill to backcap, while the rest of my team held the pressure. I then rotated back to rejoin them and kept the momentum going. Knowing the opposing team was desperate to force a final fight and couldn't afford to play passive, I used that to my advantage against Empoleon. I placed my Side Shock right in front of me, expecting him to act impulsively and aggressively, and that's how I KO'd him. I escaped Gudra's Power Whip with my eject button and immediately placed my Unite move on top of the 2 enemies, KOing both, and then finished off the Raichu to secure a 3 KO streak and force the opposing team to surrender. Thank you all again for supporting and watching my videos. I'll see you next week where I will continue to show how to get high KO games and climb with a high win rate in ranked matches.